I have some new things that I've tried that it's like, where have you been all my life? They're so amazing. I gotta share. This first one, you may have heard of this. I have never. This is like to me. Listen, I have wood cutting boards because I've tried the plastic before and they always get stained and then I feel gross using them. So I use the wood, but they're a pain in the patootie to wash. And anytime I'm cooking and I have like vegetables and then meat, it's like, ooh, I have to wash it in between. Ba, 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 ba. They have cutting board covers. So not only can you pop these babies in the dishwasher super fast, they do not stain, and there's different ones that you just pop on for different meats, vegetables, fish, so there's no cross-contamination. I mean, it's the small things, friends. This is like time-saving, life-saving. Let me know in the comments below if you knew this was a thing. Okay, listen, we use the air fryer multiple times a day. And when I say we, I mostly mean my children because they're lazy and it's usually pizza pops or matzo sticks. But here's the thing, they explode and then they leave the air fryer and don't wash it. And then when you go to wash it, it's literally disgustamondo. So guess what? I know this is round and it should be, but it doesn't matter. Listen, air fryer liners. $7 for 150. They're disposable, but they also make washable ones, so you never have to get that hardened melted cheese out ever again. Life-changing. I'm just gonna leave one in there. I'm not Chef Boyardee over here, okay? So I'm not great at cooking, and now I've got HelloFresh, and they always come with like these little packety things, and I'm always like trying to squeeze it out of the corner. So I saw this on TikTok. It's amazing. You literally like, I should cut it, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna demonstrate. You put the package after you cut it, then you use the lid, and you squeeze everything out like that. What? Every single drop is used, and there's no mess. Heck yeah. Let me demonstrate this again. What? 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 Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, you're not as impressed as I am. All right, little things impress me, little things. You're hard to impress. I get it. You're like, whatever. But this Ove Glove should impress you. Years and years and years ago, my husband burned himself and his mom bought Ove Gloves. I know they're disgusting. They're like 15 years old. These are the greatest things ever when it comes to cooking or barbecuing. My kids love them. I bought new ones because those were dirty and I didn't want to show you the dirty ones, but I just showed you the dirty ones, but whatever. They are gloves that you put on and you don't have to worry about ever burning yourself at all. You just reach your hand right in the stove, pull it out, the pots, the lids. It's like never have I ever burned myself. These are the greatest inventions of all time. I don't know what else to say about them. Are you impressed yet? No? Okay, let's move on. Okay, truth time, I've never tried this, but I hate peeling garlic, which is why I never really do it, but HelloFresh sends garlic. So here's the trick that I saw, again, on TikTok. You just cut the butt off, and then all these little stupid things that have to be peeled, you just pop in the microwave for 15 seconds, and it's supposed to melt off like butter. So let's try it. Know what I'm saying? I hope this works because so far I could feel they're not impressed. Let's see. And it just peels right off, says, and it does! You guys! No, but for real, it just, whoops! Okay. Impressed yet? I am. For real. This just like, boop, boops right out. Boops. Okay. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. That's a cool hack. You gotta hear me out on this one. I know we've all heard of motion sensor lights, but have you actually put the motion sensor night lights in your house? I had not until recently, and this is like Amazeballs. I got a pack from Amazon, like a bunch of them. They were super cheap, and I put them at the top and the bottom of the stairs and in the bathrooms. So when you get up, and like right at the end of my bed, so when I get up in the middle of the night, this just kicks on. I don't have to turn any lights on. My kids don't turn lights on. No one's falling down the stairs. It illuminates the bathroom. You don't have to have the light on. Everyone's sleeping better, and they're like $4 each. Yes, we know about motion sensor lights, but do we know how really amazing they are when you put them around your house so you never have to turn on lights at night? Do we know that? Fine, you know that. This is another thing you probably know. Okay, listen. I have ADHD. At our old house, all of our doors had keys, and I was constantly losing my key. So then we moved into this house, and they have one of these beepity beep beep door lock things where you put in a code. This seems like not a big deal, but honestly, I can get into my house. I don't have to call Joe because I forgot my key. My kids once spent an entire afternoon in the backyard because we weren't home, and all three of them forgot their key when they came home from school. Also, we used to have to give keys to like neighbors, or if we had a cleaner coming in, or if we had people coming in to do work. Now we can just text people the code, and we can change the code at any time, so we don't have to re-key the locks or worry about getting keys back from contractors. It seems like this is like an obvious thing, but going from a regular lock to a key code lock has been like amazeballs. I don't know what else to say about it, Emily.
I don't know either.
Do you want to buy one right now?
I already have one.
We're moving on. You might not be impressed yet, but listen, this saves me so much time. My old way of doing laundry, I never folded anything, but if something needed to be hung, I would drape it on here and then take the clothes upstairs and immediately hang it, which is like, you know, fine. But I was in my experts group talking about shortcuts, and someone said, hey, just get some extra hangers, always keep them in your basket, and then as you pull something out, instead of just draping it, put it on the hanger and then drape it. And then upstairs, as you use clothes, put them back in the basket so that the laundry hamper always has hangers in it. And I was like, that seems like a really smart idea. So now this is what I do. It's like, doesn't need to be folded, doesn't need to be folded, needs to be hung. Bob's your uncle. I go upstairs, things immediately just get hung, and I save an oodles amount of time when it comes to putting away clothes. This, you guys, you gotta give this a try. Just always having hangers by your dryer. And it's like you go upstairs and I just do this. Look, I just do this and I, boop, hang them away. Like what? Like what? It's no extra work. This cleaning hack, if you've never heard of it, will blow your mind. And if you have heard of it, it might still blow your mind because maybe you're like me and you were doing it wrong. There are these things called Norwex glass cleaning cloths. It's a special type of microfiber that all you need is water. You rub it on glass. It's all full of like spots, but it dries completely streak-free. I was like, I gotta try these things. But the thing is, after a few windows or mirrors, they were leaving streaks. It was like looking yucky. But then I found out I was doing it wrong. So you have something called an Enviro cloth first. This is not sponsored. Or any microfiber cloth. You first get the goo off, then you go over it with the glass cleaning cloth, and it's like a wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. No need to use any cleaners. And I know you're skeptical because it looks like a lot of water spots, but it dries so streak-free. This will change your life. Window cloths. Who knew? Quick story time. I did firefighter stuff. I hurt my back, so I ordered a bunch of candy from DoorDash because I didn't want to move because my back hurt. And also, while I was doing that, I was like, I might as well get some new bathroom cleaner, so I put scrubbing bubbles in, which is always my favorite, but they didn't have that, so the DoorDash person swapped it for scrubbing bubbles free, which I didn't even know was a thing, and here's why this is amazing. Okay, scrubbing bubbles is hands down the best way to get soap scum off of bathrooms. It really is, but it has harsh chemicals. You're like huffing paint over here. And every time I use it, I worry about my lungs and I get a little dizzy. This has 0 scent, 0 smell, nothing. No chemicals, but still cut soap scum like nobody's business. So if you haven't heard of scrubbing bubbles free, you're freaking welcome. Come sniff it. Emily, sniff it. Emily, this is harshy. This will peel paint off of shit. This will get your bathroom so, sniff it.
You don't smell anything?
Nothing. You know, I could eat it. I'm not gonna eat it.
Don't eat it.
I'm not gonna eat it. But I feel like I could. It feels like this, nothing. No coughing, no harsh chemicals, but it still melts the soap scum off. Are you ready? Oh! If this doesn't impress you guys, nothing will, and I give up, and I'm just gonna quit my job. I went to the dollar store, Dollarama, and I saw this collapsible bucket. It was $4. I use it every day for something. Like, you guys, it's a bucket. It's not a bucket. It's a bucket. It's not a bucket. Here's why I love it. Because storing a bucket's a pain in the butt. Where do you put it? And it's always like gotta be somewhere where it's hard to get to. This you can literally keep under the sink. You can hang it on the back of the door like I do, everywhere. It's so accessible and it's awesome. Just $4. Are you not impressed? Are you impressed, Emily? She's not. It's amazing! No, but for real, it's freaking amazing. You need a collapsible bucket. Oh, you guys suck. I quit. I'm out. I'm just gonna be something else for a living. Can't even think of anything else. I'm gonna work at Tim Hortons. I don't mean to be Captain Obvious over here, but a leaf blower is where it's at when you're cleaning outside. Maybe you know this, but I recently went to my mom's and she was sweeping her patio. And I'm like, no, friends, whether it's your garage, your back deck, your patio, do not use a broom, use a blower. And it's clean. No? No? I know it's super obvious, but also like, why would you sweep? I gotta thank today's sponsor, Roborock, for sending me this incredible Roborock Q Revo S to try out. And let me tell you, this is the ultimate time-saving hack. Not only does this completely vacuum your entire house by itself, but it also mops as well. And everything's built into this incredible unit, so it empties the dirt itself into a compartment and it refills the water for mopping, and then all the dirty water goes into the little compartment at the top, and it automatically cleans and dries the mopping heads. You don't have to do anything at all. And Roborock maps your house using the app, and you can set up routines so it can clean your house while you're at work, or it automatically starts cleaning after each of your meals just under the kitchen table to get those crumbs. I am so in love with this. This is an incredible way to keep your house clean and you don't have to do anything at all. Right now, you can save an exclusive 20% going to Amazon and taking advantage of the Prime days this week. I'm gonna put a link in the description below, so make sure you check that out. This is something for the garden that I'm like, again, where have you been all my life? You may have heard of this, but I never have. We used to use like just a regular cup for our bird seed that we keep outside here in our Vittles vault. But then we were at the hardware store and we found this thing. It is a scoop that has a funnel attached with like an open closer thing. So you close it, you scoop it, and then you go to your bird feeder, which I can't because my backyard's flooded right now, but you're gonna get the idea. And you can put it through the top and then you just open. You can fill your bird feeders with no mess, super easy. So I fill this bucket and I take the scoop, and in seconds I fill all my bird feeders, where before I'd have to take them down and take the lid off and do this whole thing. This scoop, man, it saves me a bunch of time. If you have hummingbird feeders like I do, this is an awesome hack. My mom told me because my hummingbird feeders were always filling with ants, and she said to hang it with a little piece of fishing line because ants cannot crawl on fishing line. Even like a 2-inch little bit is all you need. So hang it with some heavy duty fishing line and no more ants in your bird feeder. That's pretty cool. If bugs are eating your plants, either your vegetables or flowers, a couple of squirts of dish soap in a water bottle is all you need, and it won't hurt the plants, it won't hurt your vegetables, and you just spray the leaves. This is amazing, and it super, super works. My mom told me this trick too. You gotta try this. I'm gonna spray them all. Let's talk about some pet hacks. So I got this like fur, I don't know what you'd call it. Like, what kind of brush is this? It gets like the shedding out, and I tried it on Penny, and I've tried it on Mr. Bojangles. This is insane because Mr. Bojangles and Penny both shed a lot. So it doesn't pull, they don't mind it, and I just like brush them, and then they shed so much less because it gets all their undercoat and all their shedding hair out. It's absolutely like, it's crazy pants because I hate pet hair. But speaking of pet hair, Mr. Bojangles is an outdoor cat and he sleeps here, and I have tried those sticky rollers, and I have tried a wet plastic glove, and I've tried everything to get the pet hair off of the sofa, but this is like, this is crazy. It is like, it works so good, I can't even tell you. Like, this is by far the best pet hair removing tool I've ever tried. Are you impressed? We used to have to cover all the furniture with blankets because he sleeps out here and this is his bed. And then the blankets are covered in hair, but now, 30 seconds, man, all the pet hair is gone. You need one of these. Seriously. You just open the back and pull out all the hair and keep going. Never have to clean it, never have to replace anything, never have to buy anything else. It's a one and done tool, and it literally gets rid of pet hair better than anything ever. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. I thought the wet glove worked, but this is amazing. Haha. Is there finally something Emily wants? Yes, we have a winner! Emily's not impressed with any of this, but this, she's gonna buy. And you should too. Another cool thing that we got from Mr. Bojangles was this really inexpensive fountain for drinking water. I don't know why, but I would have like bowls out for him, and he didn't like to drink out of a stagnant bowl, plus bugs would get in it and it goes bad quickly. This has filters in it, so it's always fresh water, and anything like debris gets trapped underneath. So again, it's always like clean, fresh water, especially if you have outdoor pets. I feel like for under $20, this is a must-have. This quick tip I got from my 17-year-old daughter because I would wake up in the morning with like creases on my face because I'm old and I'd have like sleep creases, and my hair always looked like, ah! Satin pillowcases seriously works. Less breakouts, softer, less wrinkly skin, and my hair doesn't look like a zombie apocalypse in the morning. And it's cool. So many reasons to switch. Haha! My goal today is to impress Emily because so far only one thing has impressed her, but this I feel like will. Okay. Putting on a bracelet by yourself is hard. You know what I'm saying? I saw this on TikTok. You get a bobby pin, you put it on a loop on the bottom, you hold it like this, and now, friends, you can put on your own bracelet, except I'm doing it with the wrong hand, but that's not the point. And then you just pull the bobby pin out. Say what now? Are you impressed? Is Emily impressed? No, she's not impressed.
I've seen that. I just didn't know what it was called.
But like, I struggle with this because I wear a lot of bracelets, and anything that I have to put on, I have to get Joe to help me. Now I don't anymore. Independence, like a boss. Womanness. I have talked about this makeup before, but I feel like I have to talk about it again. But I have to tell you, it's not like a multi-level marketing thing that I'm part of, though I do think it's like a multi-level marketing thing, but it's great enough that I feel like I have to share it with you. So it's called Seint makeup. I have crap-tacular skin. I have rosacea and acne and wrinkles and dry skin and oily skin. Why? I don't know. I have eczema. Anyways, it's this like creamy thing, and you just dot it all over your face. You can like the contour, you can put the lighter under your eyeballs, and then it also has like blush, and you get to pick your palette, and like, you know, you're blushing on there and eyeshadow. The point is you dot it all over your face. Then you take a brush and you just literally like in circles and it melts into your skin, but it has full coverage. So if you're like me and you have terrible skin and you're real ugly, you just one thing. So when I'm traveling, I have one thing to bring, and like you can do it in the car and then you end up looking okay. So I have to, if you suck at makeup like me, this is like foolproof. Not sponsored or anything. I'm not even sure where you get it, but I'm gonna look it up and put the link in the description for you. Okay, bye. It's amazing. One thing you take with this, it's concealer. I took the contour out, but if you want to be Kim Kardashian, it has contour too. I'm not good with contour. It looks like I have mud on my face, but you know what I'm saying? I keep talking. The point is, look, it just melts in.
That's cool.
Best makeup ever. I spend a ridiculous amount of time trying to find things to save myself time. It's ironic, like I work very, very hard to try to be lazier. But on the plus side, I've got a lot of cool things that I've discovered that are huge time savers that I share with you, like a Swiffer duster and a cordless vac and a robot vacuum and a one product wonder and a household management binder. I digress. I've put together a playlist of all my favorite hacks. I'm putting that down below, and I have a printable for you. That, of course, is free with links to a bunch of different products that I could literally not live without. So you're going to find that in the description too. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for those of you who have stayed to the end. Recently, we lost my grandmother, and her celebration of life was a few Saturdays ago, and that was also the day that Hurricane Beryl was announced, which was ironic because my grandmother's name is Beryl. So on the celebration of life was the day that her hurricane, we're calling it her hurricane, started. And yesterday, the remnants of my grandmother's hurricane came to our backyard and flooded it again. We're actually getting used to the entire 3 acres being full of water, but what we're not used to is it also being filled with fish. Giant carp. So when the water recedes, the fish are left and they like rot and die, and the dog eats them and the cat eats them. So tomorrow, my kids and I are going out in our bathing suits to look for the fish before the water goes back and catch them in nets and put them back in the river, which is like something I never thought I would ever have to do, hunt for fish in my backyard, but like life's weird. So that's all. See you guys next time. I didn't know this was a thing. And Emily's like, yeah, we have them at home. Okay, whatever, Emily, shut up. Why didn't you tell me? I'm washing all the friggin' cutting boards like a crazy person. Seriously? This doesn't impress you, Emily? Maybe you didn't see it. Really? Wait. A bucket. A full bucket.
The bucket, yeah.
Not a bucket.
Cool.